Welcome to Before the Council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, June 9th, 2014. There are 14 items on the agenda this week. Coverage begins at 6 p.m. with the Revere City Council meeting, the salute to the flag, the roll call of members, and the approval of the journal of the meeting held on June 2nd, 2014. Calendar item number 1 is the George V. Colella Academic Award presentation. Calendar item number 2. Hearing has been called as ordered on the petition of National Grid to install conduits on Beach Street in accordance with the plan on file. The following are the streets and highways referred to. Plan number 15863870, Beach Street, National Grid to install plus or minus 6 feet of 2 to 4 inch PVC conduit from pole number 410 to the property line of 525 Beach Street. National Grid to install 10 feet plus or minus of 2 to 4 inch PVC conduit from MH196 to pole number 25. In accordance with the provisions of Rule 23 of the City Council's Rules of Order, the following motions or communications are being reported out of committee with a recommendation that they be placed on file. Calendar item number 3. Pursuant to Council Order 14-031, this is regarding the proposed amendment to the ordinances relative to the sale of tobacco products. Calendar item number 4. Pursuant to Council Order 14-055, this is the petition to abandon a certain portion of Brookdale Street. Calendar item number 5. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the appointment of Ms. Yolanda Napolitano of Revere, Massachusetts, to the Revere Public Library Board of Trustees, dated May 29th, 2014. Dear City Council, I am writing to request that the City Council approve the appointment of Ms. Yolanda Napolitano of Revere, Massachusetts, to the Revere Public Library Board of Trustees for a 1-year period. Please present this appointment at the next City Council meeting on Monday, June 9th, 2014. Thank you for your courtesy and cooperation. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 6. This is a communication from the City Clerk relative to a surety bond approval for Mr. John Camerata, dated June 4th, 2014. Enclosed is a copy of a surety bond for your approval for Mr. John Camerata, a senior clerk for the City of Revere. Thank you for your consideration in this matter. Calendar item number 7. This is a communication from Veterans Affairs relative to the installation of a memorial pole for Mr. Pasquale S. Del Greco, Airman First Class, Air Force, at number 123 Malden Street, dated June 2nd. Dear Honorable Council, I have received a request from the family of Mr. Pasquale S. Del Greco to have a memorial square designated in his honor. They wish the memorial square pole to be installed at 123 Malden Street. Mr. Del Greco served in the Air Force from December 29, 1950 through October 15, 1954. He served overseas for 1 year, 9 months during the Korean War. It would be fitting to have a memorial square in honor of Airman First Class Pasquale S. Del Greco. A copy of his DD-214 is on file in this office. Thank you for your immediate attention. Sincerely, Nicholas Bua, Director of Revere Veterans Services. Calendar item number 8. This is a communication from Site Plan Review relative to number 85 Broadway in Revere, dated June 4th, 2014. Please be advised that the Site Plan Review Committee has reviewed the above-referenced site plan for a special permit at number 85 Broadway for the purpose of reconstructing a non-conforming structure and to change the use to an after-school program facility. The following findings and recommendations have been made with respect to this site plan. 1. A traffic management plan must be approved by the Traffic Commission for the safe and efficient operation of drop-off and pick-up of students at the facility. 2. The parking lot must be redesigned to allow for 11 parking spaces, including 1 handicap parking space with appropriate pavement markings and wheel stops for each parking space. 3. All curbing within the site shall be either granite or precast concrete, and all ramps and walkways shall be concrete. 4. The parking lot must include a stormwater drainage system to be approved by the city engineer. 5. There shall be no outdoor dumpster within the site. All trash shall be stored within enclosed bins within a contained area within the building or attached to the building. 6. A landscaping plan must be approved by the Site Plan Review Committee, which includes a 3-foot landscape strip along the northerly property line and a minimum 6-foot landscape buffer area along the easterly property line between the parking lot and the abutting residential property. Also, a 3-foot landscape buffer strip shall be maintained along the southerly property line. All evergreen planting shall be a minimum of 6 feet in height. All trees planted within the site shall be a minimum of 2.5 caliber. 7. A 6-foot-high stockade cedar or PVC vinyl fence shall be constructed along the easterly property line abutting the adjacent residential property, and a 5-foot-high fence shall be constructed along the southerly property line around the outdoor play area. 8. All site lighting shall include box lighting with deflectors so as not to provide glare onto abutting residential properties. 9. All rooftop mechanical units shall include noise baffles and screens and shall be located the furthest point possible from abutting residential properties. 10. The fire department shall review and approve all plans prior to the issuance of a building permit. 11. A sewer and water connection permit must be obtained from the Department of Public Works. An additional water service line separate from the domestic service shall be installed for the proposed sprinkler system. Also, the integrity of the existing sewer service shall be inspected and televised for adequacy and replaced if found damaged or cracked with a new 6-inch PVC sewer. 12. An environmental hazardous material assessment shall be performed on the building and filed with the Board of Health prior to the issuance of a demolition permit. And 13, a final as-built plan must be filed with the building inspector and the city engineer prior to the issuance of an occupancy permit. The final as-built plan shall show the location of all utilities within the site, including water, sewer, and drainage. Calendar item number 9. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the water meter program. Dated June 5th, 2014, dear council members, I have attached a letter from Mr. George Anzoni describing the process regarding our new water meter program. We are all available for any questions you may have. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Dated June 2nd, 2014, from Mr. George Anzoni, Director of Finance. It's a 5-page document. Here are the highlights. The City of Revere is poised to kick off the Water Meter Advanced Water Metering Infrastructure, AMI, program in July 2014. The City has received the final approvals by the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection, that is Mass DEP. Mass DEP is providing Drinking Water State Revolving Funds, DWSRF, funding assistance for this important program for the city. This memorandum is intended to give you a brief overview of the 3 contracts that will comprise the Water Meter/AMI program, to advise you of the significant efforts by the city staff in the procurement process, and to identify some key issues about the Water Meter/AMI program itself. This new system will provide the Water and Sewer Enterprise Division with far more accurate readings of water usage, especially in low-flow situations, along with the ability to deter any meter tampering that may occur and leak detection. It will replace truly aging systems and allow for accuracy in building. The procurement of an AMI program was first raised in the Capital Improvement Plan as submitted to the City Council in FY 2009. In the technology section, as prepared by the Director of Finance, George Anzoni, and the MIS Director, Glenn DeRosa. Contract cost. The values of the three contracts are summarized below. Contract MUN-2013-1021A water meters. The value of the contract with Everett J. Prescott Incorporated will be $1,209,091. Contract MUN-2013-1022 AMI system. The value of the contract with Everett J. Prescott Incorporated will be $1,590,795. Contract MUN-2013-1023 installation services. The low bidder was Bay State Wind Supply of Bridgewater, Massachusetts. The value of the contract will be $902,726.50. The total of the three is $3,702,612.50. This compares very favorably with the value listed in the Mass DEP loan application, which was $5 million. The loan application had included a contingency allowance in accordance with standard procedures. The low bid for the installation contract proved especially favorable. State-of-the-art system. The equipment to be installed in Revere is truly state-of-the-art. Note the following features. Census introduced the first residential mag meter to the market about 3 years ago, and these meters will be installed in Revere. The excellent accuracy and low flow sensitivity of these meters will assist in reducing consumer water under registration, which is an important component of unaccounted for water. As you may recall, our unaccounted water is too high and needs to be reduced. The census meter radios have 2 watts of power, the best available on the market for system-wide application. As a result, the radio signal can travel a long distance and only a single data collector is needed in the city. It will be located near the old reservoir atop Fennos Hill. The census system is the only one that avoids the need for maintaining multiple collectors around the city. The AMI system will provide hourly meter reading data for all meters in the city, all without any operator labor to obtain readings. Census will also provide leak detection sensors, which the city will install in water valve boxes around the city. These sensors will transmit leakage data through the same radio network on a real-time basis. This will allow the city to detect small leaks before they become large, which should reduce the disruption and cost associated with many of our water main breaks. This should also help reduce unaccounted for water. Census will host the meter reading data and software and will provide a customer access web portal for our customers to obtain data about their own water use. And finally, the road ahead. We expect that the program implementation will begin before the end of July, and the program is scheduled to be completed within 2 years. The AMI vendor will have up to 6 months to get the radio network installed, tested, and approved. While a small number of meters and radios will be installed for the performance test for this system, about 100, almost all of the installations will occur in the 18 months following the completion of the network test. Calendar item number 10. This is a communication from the mayor relative to free cash transfer to the Stabilization Fund, Water and Sewer Enterprise Fund, dated June 2nd, 2014. Dear councilors, this past March, the Department of Revenue had filed certified free cash in the Water and Sewer Enterprise Fund at $101,545. In accordance with Section 3.01.020 of the Revere City Ordinances as amended, 15% of this certified free cash is to be transferred into the stabilization account. Therefore, I respectfully request that your honorable body transfer the sum of $15,232 into the Water and Sewer Stabilization Fund. This request is procedural, and I would like to express my appreciation for your cooperation in this matter. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 11. This is a communication from the mayor relative to free cash transfer to the stabilization fund, the general fund, dated June 2nd, 2014. Dear councilors, this past March, the Department of Revenue had certified free cash in the general fund at $3,292,270. This was one of the largest amounts ever received by the city of Revere. In accordance with Section 3.01.020 of the Revere City Ordinances as amended, 15% of this certified free cash is to be transferred into the stabilization account. Therefore, I respectfully request that your honorable body transfer the sum of $493,840 into the general fund stabilization fund. This request is procedural, and I would like to express my appreciation for your cooperation in this matter. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 12. This is a communication from the mayor relative to the 2015 water and sewer rate, dated June 5th, 2014. Dear council members, I am writing to inform you that pursuant to his authority under Title 13, Chapter 13.08, Section 13.08.580 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, the Superintendent of Public Works will determine that the new sewer rates for fiscal year 2015 shall be $11.71 per 100 cubic feet for residential property owners and $17.34 per cubic feet for commercial owners, effective for buildings as of July 1st, 2014. With respect to the water rates pursuant to Title 13, Chapter 13.04, Section 13.04.130 of the revised ordinances of the City of Revere, I am hereby recommending that the City Council establish a rate of $3.91 per 100 cubic feet for residential owners and $5.76 per 100 cubic feet for commercial owners, effective for buildings as of July 1st, 2014. If the council adopts the recommended adjustments, the combined commercial rate will be $23.10 per 100 cubic feet, and the combined residential rate will be $15.62 per 100 cubic feet. These rates represent an increase of 2.29% over current charges for residential ratepayers and an increase of 2.53% for our commercial ratepayers. This year, the city had to include not only the bonded debt principal and interest payments for the state revolving fund loans, but also absorb increases in the water and sewer assessments from the Massachusetts Water Resource Authority. Please remember that the consent decree that was issued by the Department of Justice is the driving force behind the massive amount of repairs that have been completed and further planned to our city's water and sewer infrastructure. I respectfully urge the City Council to adopt the proposed rate schedule to avoid any deficit in our water and sewer enterprise fund. Very truly yours, Daniel Rizzo, Mayor. Calendar item number 13. Pursuant to Council Order 14-146, this is a motion presented by Councilor Giannino that the mayor requests the Department of Public Works to install a guardrail at number 529 Washington Avenue in the interest of public safety. Several vehicles have driven over the homeowner's lawn at this location. And finally, calendar item number 14. Pursuant to Council Order 14-147, this is a motion presented by Councilor Morabito that the mayor requests the Mass Highway Department to replace or fill an uncovered junction box on the sidewalk before the entrance of the former Shaw's Supermarket parking lot entrance located at number 209 Revere Beach Parkway. This poses a safety risk to citizens who walk along the sidewalk. And this has been before the council, a reading of the Revere City Council Agenda for the meeting of Monday, June 9th, 2014. I'm Rick Promise, and I'll see you at the council.